Hey guys, so today I have 6 of my favorite YA contemporary romances here, and I'm going to kind of do what I did yesterday, which is share with you the first, least favorite of the favorites, and then go to my all-time awesomeness favorite. I know those words were just made up. The first 2 that I showed you in my last video was the top 5 YA paranormal romances. Those were going to go on honorable mention, but I just decided to put them in with the favorites. But this one, all the books are just favorites, except the last one's extremo favorite. I'm just going to get started, but like I mentioned in a few of my videos, if you've ever seen them, I'm really bad with reviewing books. That's why there are none on my channel. So I'm just going to be reading the back of them. I'm going to get started because I was editing this video, not this video, but the video that I made yesterday, and I was like, I don't have enough time. And there's another extra book here. This book is called Pretty Little Liars by Sara Shepard. This is $8.99. And is about this thick. And if you live under a rock, I'm just kidding, but if you don't know, this book has been made into a show on ABC Family. Everyone has something to hide, especially high school juniors Spencer, Aria, Emily, and Hannah. Spencer covets her sister's boyfriend. Aria is fantasizing about her English teacher. Emily is crushing on the new girl at school. Hannah uses some ugly tricks to stay beautiful. But they've all kept an even bigger secret since their friend Allison vanished. How do I know? Because I know everything about the bad girls they were, the naughty girls they are, and all the dirty secrets they've kept. And guess what? I'm telling. And that's from A. So the books and the show are kind of different. They're not as similar as I thought they were going to be, but I mean, it's a show and they're going to carry it out for as long as they can. That book is like a mystery book with a little bit of romance on the side, and I don't really know what else to describe about that except that it was very enticing to read. I have no idea what that word is, but it sounds like it fits. Alright, the next book is called Private by Kate Bryan, and this is $8.99, and all her books come out in paperback, which is a really nice thing. Tradition, honor, excellence, and secrets so dark they're almost invisible. 15-year-old Reed Brienne wins a scholarship to Easton Academy, the golden ticket away from her pill-popping mother and run-of-the-mill suburban life. But when she arrives on the beautiful, tradition-steeped campus of Easton, everyone is just a bit more sophisticated, a bit more gorgeous, and a lot wealthier than she ever thought possible. Reed realizes that even though she's been accepted to Easton, Easton has not accepted her. She feels like she's on the outside looking in, until she meets the Billings girls. They are the most beautiful, intelligent, and intensely confident girls on campus, and they know it. They hold all the power in the world where power is fleeting, but means everything. Reed vows to do whatever it takes to be accepted into their inner circle. Reed uses every part of herself, the good, the bad, the beautiful, to get closer to the Billings girls. She quickly discovers that inside their secret parties and mountains of attitude, hanging in their designer clothing, packed closets, the Billings girls have skeletons, and they'll do anything to keep their secrets private. So if you don't want to read a huge long series right now, I would not recommend these first 2. This book just leaves you kind of questioning a lot. So just amazing. I don't want to keep saying awesome, good. This is The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks, and this is $14.99. This is actually my best friend's copy. My copy is all the way up there in my bookshelf, and I don't really want to get it down, and this one just happened to be there. So this is about this thick, and the cover is different. This is the one with the movie. If you don't know, the movie stars Miley Cyrus and, Liam Hemsworth. There's movie information right there. So I'm just going to read the back. 17-year-old Veronica Ronnie Miller's life was turned upside down when her parents divorced and her father moved to Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina. 3 years later, she remains alienated from her parents, particularly her father, until her mother decides it would be in everyone's best interest if she and her brother spent the summer with him. Resentful and rebellious, Ronnie rejects her father's attempts to reach out to her and threatens to return to New York before the summer's end. But soon Ronnie meets Will, the last person she thought she'd ever be attracted to, and finds herself falling for him, opening herself up to the greatest happiness and pain that she's ever known. In the tradition of his beloved novel, A Walk to Remember, Nicholas Sparks brings us a deeply moving story of a young girl's first encounter with heartbreak and love. Now, I was going to originally have 7 books that I wanted to add to the list, and the other one was Dear John, which Nicholas Sparks also wrote. And I've only read 3 of his books. The third one that the first one that I had ever read was A Walk to Remember, and I thought that was pretty good. But Dear John and The Last Song happen to both be my absolute favorites. And I actually really liked the Dear John movie. I thought that was good. Then I have The Summer I Turned Pretty, and this is a trilogy, but I don't think that's what they're called if they're summer books. I have no idea, but there are 3 of them. So this is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. This is $9.99, and it's about this thick. Some summers are just destined to be pretty. When each summer begins, Belly leaves her school life behind and escapes to Cousin's Beach, the place she has spent every summer of her life. Not only does the beach house mean home away from home, but her favorite people are there. Susanna, her mother's best friend, and her sons, Conrad and Jeremiah. Belly has been chasing Conrad for as long as she can remember, and more than anything, she hopes the summer will be different. Despite distractions from a new guy named Cam and lingering looks from Conrad's brother Jeremiah, Belly's heart belongs to Conrad. Will he offer his to her? Will this be the summer that changes everything? Sorry, I screwed up in the end. But the whole thing overall, the whole series, the whole trilogy, whatever you want to call it, really good, and it's one of the greatest summer reads, I think. And like The Last Song and this one and all the other ones I have here, there's more to it than just what you read on the back, like majority of the stories. But this book might make you tear up a little. Then this next book here is called Two-Way Street by Lauren Barnholdt. This is $9.99 paperback and is about this thick. Now, this used to be my favorite book up until I read the book that I'm going to share with you at the very end. So, this is Two-Way Street. There are 2 sides to every breakup. This is Jordan and Courtney. Totally in love. Sure, they were an unlikely high school couple, but they clicked. It worked. They're even going to the same college and driving cross-country together for orientation. Then Jordan dumps Courtney for a girl he met on the internet. It's too late to change plans, so the road trip is on. Courtney's heartbroken, but figures she can tough it out for a few days. La la la. This is Courtney pretending not to care, but in a strange twist, Jordan cares a lot. Turns out he's got a secret or 2 that he's not telling Courtney, and it has everything to do with why they broke up and why they can't get back together, and how they split. In spite of it all, this couple is destined for each other. Oh, by the way, there's a lot of, like, this is Jordan's side, and it was before, and then here's another one. This is Courtney's side before, and then they have, like, what's going on in the present. It says the trip, and it's Jordan's side of the story, and then it's Courtney's side of the story. So I thought that getting to know what both sides are thinking was really nice. This is one of the only books I like by Lauren Barnholdt. I've read a few of her other books, but I especially love this one. I'm actually surprised I don't have any Sarah Dessen books in here, and I've read her books before I read Lauren Barnholdt's books. Oh no. I'm actually pretty shocked, but aside from that, this book was amazing. Then this last book, if you are like a gushy, like romantic kind of person, Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins is just for you. This book is $9.99 paperback and is this thick, and I just love the edges of this book. So I'm going to just read the inside first. Can Anna find love in the city of light? Anna is happy in Atlanta. She has a loyal best friend and a crush on her coworker at the movie theater, who is just starting to return her affection. So she's not too pleased with her when her father decides to send her to a boarding school in Paris for her senior year. But despite not speaking a word of French, Anna meets some cool new friends, including handsome Etne St. Clair, who quickly becomes her best friend. Unfortunately, he's taken, and Anna might be too. Will a year of romantic near misses end with a French kiss she's been waiting for? Why did I just did that same thing? I wasn't gonna say like holy, bad word, but I just feel like saying holy crap is a little too blunt. So, oh my goodness, this book is so amazing. If you've, YouTubed like YA book girly whatever, this probably has come up in every one. I was not a big fan of the cover at first because it looks like a child's book, doesn't it? But after reading it, this book, I wanted to reread it right after I finished it. Not even kidding. But she does have another book called Lola and the Boy Next Door. And Anna and St. Clair, or Etne, whatever you want to call him, is also, they're both in the Lola and the Boy Next Door, but they're just like little snippets. It's like what Sarah Dessen does. She puts her characters in her last book into the new book, just kind of a little bit. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Oh my goodness, my hair is crazy. I hope it didn't look this bad the whole entire video. If it did, I'm sorry. Oh, and one more thing. If you have any, suggestions of book videos that I can do that aren't reviews and hauls, then just totally leave them down below. Alright, that's it. Okay, bye guys. Thank you.